Welcome back, lore masters and monster enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a clash of titans so epic it shakes the very foundations of myth and prehistory. In one corner, we have the queen of evil dragons, the five-headed chromatic nightmare from Dungeons & Dragons, the undisputed goddess of greed and chaos, Tiamat. And in the other corner, a beast ripped from the darkest corners of our planet's past, scaled up to monstrous proportions, a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. This isn't just any T-Rex. Imagine a creature whose size rivals that of a mountain, a living engine of destruction. Who would win in this cataclysmic showdown? Grab your popcorn, secure your battlements, and let's find out. First, let's properly introduce our combatants. Tiamat is no mere dragon. She is a deity, a being of immense power and malevolence. Her most iconic feature is her 5 heads, each representing a different type of chromatic dragon: black, blue, green, red, and white. This isn't just for show. Each head possesses its own unique and devastating breath weapon. The black head spews corrosive acid that can melt steel and stone. The blue head unleashes bolts of pure lightning. The green head exhales clouds of poisonous, choking gas. The white head breathes a cone of absolute zero cold, freezing everything in its path. And finally, the most iconic of all, the red head, which breathes a torrent of raging fire. Beyond her breath weapons, Tiamat is a formidable physical combatant with razor-sharp claws, a venomous stinger on her tail, and a hide tougher than any mortal armor. She is also a powerful spellcaster, a genius intellect who has plotted and schemed for eons. Now, let's turn our attention to her challenger, the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. We're not talking about the standard 40-foot-long predator from the late Cretaceous. We are imagining a Caillou-sized behemoth, let's say standing hundreds of feet tall. Its jaws, already the most powerful bite force of any known land animal, are now capable of crushing entire buildings like they were soda cans. Each of its teeth is the size of a sword. Its legs are like massive pistons, capable of covering vast distances with each stride and creating earthquakes with every footfall. Its hide is a thick, scaly armor, evolved to withstand the brutal realities of a prehistoric world. Now amplified to an absurd degree, this T-Rex is pure, unadulterated apex predator instinct. It doesn't scheme or strategize, it hunts, it dominates, it survives. It is a walking natural disaster, the personification of brute force. So, the stage is set. Let's imagine a desolate, rocky plain, a fitting arena for such a legendary battle. The ground trembles, not from an earthquake, but from the thunderous footsteps of the giant T-Rex. It roars, a sound that shatters mountains and sends lesser creatures fleeing in terror for miles. It has scented prey, something large, something powerful. Suddenly, the sky darkens. A colossal, winged shadow blots out the sun. Tiamat descends from the heavens, her 5 heads roaring in a discordant symphony of rage and arrogance. She sees the T-Rex not as a threat, but as an impudent beast trespassing in her domain. The battle begins. The T-Rex, driven by primal instinct, charges first. It's a straightforward, terrifying display of power. It aims to close the distance and bring its cataclysmic bite into play. But Tiamat is a goddess of strategy, not just a beast. She takes to the air, staying just out of the Tyrannosaur's reach. The T-Rex snaps its massive jaws at the air, a futile gesture that only fuels Tiamat's contempt. This is where Tiamat's first major advantage comes into play: flight. She can control the range of engagement, striking from angles the land-bound dinosaurs simply cannot counter. From her vantage point in the sky, Tiamat unleashes her arsenal. The white head breathes first, a wave of intense cold washing over the T-Rex. The giant beast shudders, its movements becoming slightly more sluggish as a layer of frost forms on its thick hide. It roars in frustration and pain. Before it can recover, the green head attacks, enveloping the T-Rex in a thick, green fog of poison. The colossal dinosaur coughs and sputters, its powerful lungs struggling against the toxic assault. This would be lethal to almost any other creature, but the sheer size and fortitude of the giant T-Rex allow it to weather the initial storm. Though it's clearly weakened, Tiamat circles, her 5 heads coordinating their attack. The blue head unleashes a fork of lightning that crackles down from the sky, striking the T-Rex square on the back. The beast bellows in agony as thousands of volts of electricity course through its body, causing its massive muscles to seize. It stumbles, its immense weight crashing to the ground with a force that sends shockwaves through the earth. This is a critical moment. The T-Rex is down, vulnerable. Tiamat could press her advantage, but hubris is a key part of Tiamat's nature. Seeing the beast fall so easily, she might descend, believing the fight is already won. This is her potential mistake. She lands a short distance away, her 5 heads hissing in triumph. This is the opening the T-Rex needs. Despite the poison, the cold, and the lightning, its primal survival instinct kicks in. With a surge of adrenaline-fueled rage, the giant T-Rex pushes itself back up. It's wounded, it's angry, and it's now within striking distance. Ignoring the pain, the T-Rex lunges. This time, it's not a blind charge. It's a desperate, all-or-nothing attack. Tiamat is caught slightly off guard by the creature's resilience. She raises a clawed hand to bat it away, but the T-Rex is too fast, too powerful. Its outsized head slams into Tiamat's side, and for the first time, the dragon goddess feels the raw, physical power of her opponent. The impact sends her skidding across the rocky ground. Now, the fight enters a new, brutal phase. It's a close-quarters brawl. The T-Rex snaps its jaws, trying to clamp down on one of Tiamat's necks. Tiamat retaliates, her own claws and teeth tearing at the T-Rex's flesh. The black head spews a stream of acid directly onto the T-Rex's face. The dinosaur shrieks, a sound of pure agony as the acid sizzles and burns through its thick hide near its eye. Blinded on one side, it thrashes wildly, its powerful tail whipping around like a battering ram. The tail connects with Tiamat's body, a blow that would pulverize a mountain. Tiamat groans, feeling ribs crack under the immense force. This is where the red head finally comes into play. With the T-Rex thrashing and temporarily blinded, the red head inhales deeply and unleashes a concentrated blast of dragon fire. This isn't just fire, it's magical, divine fire, hotter than any volcano. The torrent engulfs the T-Rex's head and upper body. The beast's roars of pain are cut short as the supernatural flames incinerate its flesh and boil its blood. The smell of burnt prehistoric meat fills the air. The giant creature stands for a moment, wreathed in flame, a horrifying testament to its own toughness before finally collapsing, its life extinguished. So, who wins? While the giant T-Rex is a terrifying force of nature, an unstoppable engine of physical destruction, it is ultimately just an animal. A very, very big and powerful animal, but an animal nonetheless. Tiamat is so much more. She is a deity with a strategic mind, a vast array of ranged magical attacks, and the crucial advantage of flight. The T-Rex's only real path to victory is to get close and land a decisive bite. But Tiamat's multiple heads and breath weapons allow her to weaken, disable, and control the battlefield from a safe distance. She can blind it with acid, slow it with cold, choke it with poison, and shock it with lightning, all before it even gets close. And when it does, she still has her own formidable physical strength and the ultimate weapon, the inferno of her red dragon head. The giant T-Rex would put up a fight for the ages, a display of raw power that would shake Tiamat to her core. But in the end, intelligence, versatility, and divine magic triumph over brute force. The victor, bruised and battered but ultimately triumphant, is Tiamat, the Dragon Queen. What a battle! What do you guys think? Did I get it right? Could the sheer size and bite force of the T-Rex have overcome Tiamat's magic? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your theories and battle scenarios. If you enjoyed this epic showdown, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Clashes of Titans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.